Queens, Cups, welcome or welcome back again. It is time to step into the Lion's Den. So today we are going to be doing a reading on Stray Kids. I think it's been a while since I've actually touched on Stray Kids at all. And they have just had a comeback. I think it's like 134 in the album Maxident. I don't know, but yes, I watched the music video. The video was kind of cool. I wasn't really feeling the song, but the album looks really cute, and I literally just want to buy it just because it's pink. I'm probably not going to buy it, but at least not anytime soon. I think I'll eventually maybe get it, but I'm not really feeling the song, but the video was cute. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna just get into just Stray Kids, the energy around Stray Kids, what's up with them, what's going to go down with them. Is there anything interesting that will be happening with them this comeback? Let's see what we get. Energy around Stray Kids. Ooh. Well, of course we see success for Stray Kids. So we start off with Mastery, okay? Stray Kids already has their formula. They know what works for them. What they like, how they like things to be, and they know how to grab their fans. Now, I don't know if they see this comeback or the comeback song as a gamble or a risk, but there does seem to be something that they may be a little nervous about, like, I'm not sure. Hopefully this does, has the effect that I want it to have. That's kind of the feeling. Like, I hope this has the effect that I want it to have on people. And especially because they're talking about love, I guess it's very much, I don't know when's the last time they did a love song. I haven't paid attention to them like that. Like literally, Maniac. I was gonna say, Do was my, last comeback, but it was Maniac, which was the most recent one before this, I think. So yeah, I don't know when the last time they did a really lovey song, and I think this was like that may be why it was a little bit of a gamble for them. Like it was a little more bright, a little more cheery than the last few songs, but don't take my word for it. I think Stays kind of have more in-depth reason why they would probably think that this song could be a little bit of a gamble or maybe cause a little bit of nervousness for them. Now we have fragmented communication, which is strange because it seems like Stray Kids starts off very strong, and then there may be some things with Stray Kids that gets kind of lost in translation. So again, I want to say they have to be careful with what they say and how they speak. They have to be careful with interviews and lives, because although there may be something that can be taken out of context with them, like somebody said something that they meant a certain thing, or they meant it in a certain way, or just completely uneducated on something, and they mention something that may upset people. Though I do see there being a lot of mixed reactions, and this is unlike, I believe this is going to be unlike their usual stuff. Like, we know Stray Kids have said and done some really, really terrible things that have affected many, many marginalized communities, unfortunately, especially the black one, but the black community. But it looks like this case that's coming up, that may come up, because this is alleged for entertainment purposes only, may genuinely be something that is taken out of context, or definitely something that was like miscommunicated. either way, because I see the fans are kind of very genuinely mixed. Like maybe he meant this, or maybe they meant this, or maybe they didn't know. We really don't know. But we have the communication here, and I'm seeing this book and the glasses. So there may need to be a little more education on certain things coming from the members, or something that everyone needs to look a little harder into. So just, that's something that they just need to be careful with. But we're going to go ahead and move on, because this may have their fans a little bit confused. It could also be something simple where the fans are just generally confused by what they meant and not really offended, but looks like my incense are out and I'm going to have to replace them. What else is around Stray Kids? For this comeback, what other energy is around them? Oh, I guess that's just it. Okay, I guess I spoke too soon. Okay, I think that's alright. Let me just not. Looks like we're working. Okay. 7. Are these all odd numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Odd numbers. Not a purple. Okay. We have straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And this may apply to generally fans. This may apply to the East and the West and balancing that kind of fandom. This may apply to, again, just being careful with statements and meanings and attempting to use AAVE. Just being very careful with that, because one thing for you guys may be something very different for others. Especially if you take or use words out of context, please be careful with that. Also, the straddling of worlds, wandering between realms, could also be something about their music video, because I do know they seem to have some concept between that, these mirror worlds, or this sort of upside down world. I'm not sure. I really don't know that much about it, but there is, yeah, I think it's more of the fans and translations with them, because then we have the wall, these obstacles that's in the way. So again, the biggest thing that I can't stress enough is be careful with your words. Be careful with trying to say things in English. Be careful with jokes in English, because you may have a certain joke that plays a certain way in Korean that does not play the same in English. Very careful. We have deep, quiet, meditation, and stillness. Some of them generally just should be quiet through some of these, I want to say, Western interviews. They should kind of tone it down a little bit. Or just, again, like I said before, spend more time studying on what you're trying to say and making sure you're conveying the message you want to convey. We have netcaster. We have preparation comes to fruition. Like I was just saying, spend more time learning and trying to figure out what you're trying to say or what you're trying to convey. Sometimes it's not a safe path to just figure it out when it comes to different languages, especially if you're recorded and you're on TV. You can't just say certain things and think, they'll get what I mean, because it does seem like, and it's still sitting at the top, it does seem like there may be something that could be said or miscommunicated that's going to cause a bit of a division. We have Sky Dancer and it's surrender. We have Dragon's Horde. It says protection, protecting the future. This is the only card that is in reverse. The only card that came in reverse, protecting the future. So, yes, their future right now is a little bit defenseless. Okay, unfortunately, if you even see the netcaster and then surrender, somebody may be caught doing or saying something that really is going to shake the fandom. Again, this can be something that is said, or this can even be something that was done, or somebody could be caught doing something. Either way, there may be something that comes up with them that is going to shake the fandom. Possibly the best solution is to not try to defend yourself, again, as we have surrender, and just give in to what has happened. Maybe, magic sword, confidence in your magic. Maybe apologize, regardless of what you meant or whatever it may be. Apologize first, explain later. You know, or apologize first and just let it go, even if it was taken out of context. Okay? Because the more, sometimes a lot of people need to understand that the more you try to explain something, you could end up digging yourself into a deeper hole. Again, especially if it's something that has to do with language barriers. So, just go ahead, apologize, and let it go. Because even with the magician's swords, confidence in your magic, with that alone, that can end and dead the situation and move everyone along. As long as there's a genuine apology and people are like, okay, you're good, you know. Yeah. That deep quiet is concerning. That, you know, hey, we'll see what happens. Alrighty. This is going to be my last part. I'm just going to pull some tarot to see generally what's, you know, what's the next biggest thing to happen with stray kids. What's the next biggest thing that we're going to get, or yeah, the next biggest thing that's going to be happening with stray kids during this comeback. It's still, okay. Yeah. So the next biggest thing that I'm seeing is kind of the same thing that we've already been going over. It's just that kind of potential for a communication issue to go wrong, and potentially someone go on a hiatus this comeback. Either this comeback or this year, there may be a small hiatus from somebody, like they're just gonna like go on a break. Is it a, yeah, I'm going to say it's a small hiatus because it's in the light. Wait. Are they leaving or is it? It really depends. Possibly an earth sign. But it really depends, because if they're, again, like I said, although there is also that talk of like a miscommunication issue, there may be another one that's separate, that's just a general scandal. And I don't know what it involves. I don't know if it involves like what someone is spending their money on, or where they've been spending it. Yeah, where they've been spending their money at. But there may be another issue, potentially addiction, that pops up for somebody. I don't know if it'll be gambling. I don't know what it will be, but there may be something that pops up, or at least rumors of something about one of them. And a fear of them leaving, or them going on a hiatus. Because I see recklessness. And again, it could be an earth sign, or this could just literally be about where these people are, this person may be putting their money or spending their money. What's very interesting to me is that this King of Swords ended on its side. So honestly, it was like, for me, how I see it is it's neither, it could be neither good nor bad. And it may be something, again, that is up to interpretation. And people can choose whether whatever this thing may be is something that is a good thing or a bad thing. It seems like for Stray Kids, as we started off with our first 3 oracles, a lot of Stray Kids issues are going to come from the balance of 2 worlds, of the East and the West, and moralities on both ends. So there does seem to be issues with that. What is morally right on one end can be morally corrupt and bankrupt on the other. So it's like, it does seem like a lot of Stray Kids issues is going to come from that. So that is something that they need to be wary of in general. That's just the overall theme for these young men. So that's what we have for Stray Kids. Let me know if you guys liked this reading, enjoyed this reading. If you have any idea what you think is going to happen. What are your thoughts, opinions, and most importantly, did you like the comeback? Did you like the comeback song? I want to know. I'm very curious. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you all again next time in the Lion's Den. Bye!